Welcome to our new documentary, The Rise of Dust Storms. As the name suggests, we're going to delve into the growing occurrence of these awe-inspiring yet terrifying natural phenomena. We'll explore the causes, impacts on health and the environment, and much more. No stone or, in this case, grain of sand, will be left unturned. So, fasten your seatbelts as we embark on this whirlwind journey. 1. The unsettling frequency of dust storms. In recent years, dust storms appear to have become more frequent across the globe. These massive swirling clouds of dust and dirt can darken skies and reduce visibility, impacting daily life in affected areas. Imagine trying to navigate through a fog made not of water droplets, but countless tiny particles of earth. Such storms are becoming a regular sight in some regions, prompting concern and curiosity about their origins and impacts. They are alarming not just in their frequency, but also their intensity, with massive storms encroaching on urban centers with frightening regularity. This shift has raised questions about the broader implications for the environment, human health, and agriculture. 2. Understanding what causes dust storms. At the heart of dust storms are winds and loose soil. When wind speeds reach a certain threshold, they can lift dry, loose soil particles into the air. This phenomenon is known as wind erosion. Vast open lands, often stripped of vegetation, serve as prime starting points for these storms. Imagine shaking a dusty rug. The dust rises into the air without much effort. Similarly, when the Earth's surface lacks protective coverings like plants, soil particles easily become airborne. Growing concerns over climate change, deforestation, and unsustainable farming practices hint that human activities might be amplifying the conditions that lead to dust storms. 3. Impacts on health. Breathing more than just air. For those living in regions prone to dust storms, health implications are a pressing concern. Dust particles, especially the smaller ones, pose serious respiratory challenges. Upon inhaling such particles, they can irritate airways, exacerbate asthma, and in severe cases, cause conditions like silicosis. Think of it as a constant stream of tiny invaders entering the respiratory system, blocking and irritating the normal breathing process. Vulnerable populations, including children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing respiratory conditions, are especially at risk. Consequently, hospitals in affected areas often prepare for a spike in patients during these events. 4. Dust storms and their environmental toll. The environment bears the brunt of frequent dust storms. These storms can strip topsoil, reducing land's fertility and affecting agricultural output. Picture a beautiful flower bed. If the topsoil is gone, so too are the nutrients sustaining the flowers. Furthermore, dust storms can transport harmful chemicals and pollutants from one region to another, introducing contaminants into ecosystems that weren't prepared for them. This cross-contamination poses risks to both plant and animal life, destabilizing local ecosystems and further complicating conservation efforts. 5. Agriculture. Amidst rising dust for farmers, dust storms represent both immediate and long-term challenges. The removal of topsoil, rich in nutrients, directly impacts crop yields. Over time, as fertile soil diminishes, farming becomes less productive, threatening food security. Imagine trying to bake with only a fraction of the ingredients available. The end product simply won't measure up. Additionally, the fine dust can clog machinery, further complicating farming operations. In areas where agriculture supports local economies, the rise in dust storms could mean significant financial strain on communities. 6. Technological responses and innovations. As challenges mount, so too do innovative solutions. Technology offers promising avenues to mitigate the impacts of dust storms. Advanced meteorological tools provide early warnings, helping communities prepare and take preventive measures. It's akin to having a weather compass, guiding actions to minimize damage. Furthermore, research into soil preservation and sustainable farming practices aims to reduce dust storm occurrences. Innovations in land management, such as reforestation and the use of protective vegetation covers, work to stabilize soil and reduce its susceptibility to wind erosion. 7. Global perspectives on a local problem. Dust storms may seem like a localized issue, but they hold global implications. Particles lifted into the atmosphere can travel thousands of miles, impacting air quality in distant regions. Think of it as sending postcards on the wind, where recipients have no control or anticipation of what's arriving. This cross-border phenomenon necessitates international cooperation. Countries, together with global organizations, are pooling resources to research dust storms and develop robust response frameworks. By fostering international dialogue, the hope is to unveil shared solutions to these shared challenges. 8. A future gray with possibilities or uncertainties? The rise of dust storms paints a picture of both possibilities and challenges for the future. Scientists and policymakers strive to predict future trends and develop adaptive measures. The pursuit of understanding dust storms is akin to piecing together a sprawling jigsaw puzzle. Each finding uncovers a piece of the grand design. Amidst these efforts, individuals can play a role by supporting sustainable practices in their daily lives. The hope is that through combined effort, the troubling trend of rising dust storms can be curbed, leaving clearer skies for future generations.